What's up everyone? Welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene and today we have a Greet the Day yoga practice for you. This is going to strengthen and open up the body, leave you feeling good so that you can set yourself up for greatness and be the awesome, amazing human being that you are. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. All right, today we're going to begin in a nice, comfortable seat. Take a second to just get settled in and come into a place of stillness here where you can close the eyes, trust me, trust the video, trust yourself, and just begin to check in with how you're feeling today. Allow the hands to fall wherever they naturally do. And then when you're ready, slowly begin to find this gentle lift in the heart. And sit up a little taller. Again, close your eyes, relax your face, the skin of your face, the muscles of your face. And we'll begin by noticing the breath. Take a moment to notice where your thoughts go. And then take a moment to just check in with the four parts of the self. The physical body. How are you feeling in this moment? Gently deepen the breath. And then check in with the mental. Where's your mind at? Do you have a little monkey mind today? And then check in with your emotional body. How's your heart? What do you need from today's practice? And then finally, just be open to your spirit, your soul. How's your spiritual body doing? And then after you've taken a moment to check in, to tune in and acknowledge and accept where you are today, gently bat the eyelashes open, open your eyes, and take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Big breath in and big exhale out through the mouth. Two more like that. Big breath in. Big exhale, let something go. Inhale. And then big release here. Awesome work. Draw the palms together and gently bow the head to the heart. Big stretch in the back of the neck here. Draw the shoulder blades together, elbows down. So at the very least, you're getting a great stretch here. And if you like, you can go the next layer and just bow the mind intelligence to the body intelligence here, head to heart. Maybe set an intention for your practice today. If you haven't already, think about why you rolled out the mat, why you started the video. And then take a deep breath in. Big exhale out through the mouth. Now keep your breath going, but seal the lips. Big inhale in through the nose. And out through the nose. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. And exhale, rain it down, fingertips at your sides. Now moving with the breath. Inhale, fingertips reach up high. Exhale, rain it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float the fingertips down. Now keep it going here in your own time. See if you can begin to cultivate a little Ujjayi breath. That's that Darth Vader-y sound. Darth Vader-y, that's a real world word. Inhale, reach up. And play with the breath here. So it's a soft restriction in the back of the throat, creating a little bit of heat. And also it serves as a nice anchor for the mind, the manas. And one more. Reaching up towards the sky. And exhale, fingertips to the mat. Great, take a second here to loop the shoulders now a couple times. Big circles, warming up the joints, continuing to deepen the breath. Forward, up and back. Sit up a little taller, find that lift in the heart. And then really super fancy advanced yoga move here already. You're just gonna lift the corners of your mouth just slightly, just a hair. And then reverse it, just a little swimmer move, so you can go on full on swimmer or just moving the elbows. Waking up the body, getting the juices flowing. And then inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky, and exhale, big twist to the left. Right palm on the left knee, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, gently turning to look past your left shoulder. And then inhale, back to center, big stretch, and to the right. Left palm to right knee, roll it up. Exhale, look past the right shoulder. Don't crank, just gentle, easy movement here. Great, inhale, reach up. Then we're gonna clap the palms together, don't be shy. Jai Namaste, the celebratory Namaste. And then send it forward onto all fours. Come into tabletop position, so you're gonna center yourself on the mat. Back the truck up if you need to. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Now pay attention. Oh, a little creaky floor action there. Wow, haven't had that in a while. Good old creaky floor. Press away from your yoga mat. So if you're collapsing into the shoulder joints now, see if you can grow a little bit taller. Lift up through the space between your shoulder blades. So you're kind of doming through the upper back body. Then press into the tops of the feet and create length from the crown to the tail. I feel like I have big horsey hair here today. Get out of here. Mane. Tuck the chin so your gaze is straight down. So take a look at the video always, and then, make it your own. Trust. Use my voice to guide you and listen to your breath. Stay here, breathing strong, waking up the body, sending awareness through every toe tip and fingertip. Toe tip. Stay here, or to test this awareness and just this engagement from the crown to the tail, you might lift the knees, let them hover. 5 seconds here. Draw the navel up towards the spine. We begin to wake up the core and find length through the crown. So if your head is collapsed here, send the crown of the head towards the front edge of the mat. Great, gently release, and cat-cow, here we come. Dropping the belly as you inhale, open the chest, open your heart. And then exhale, rounding through, hugging the lower ribs in, chin to chest. Crown of the head releases down. And you're off. See if you can keep an awareness in the hands, spread them super wide like starfish, and awareness in the toes. So where we send our focus is where the energy flows, right? The attentiveness. So working to expand that here by paying attention to the full body. So pay attention to the details in your practice today. I always like to say curiosity as an act of self-love. So exploring your body, really paying attention to the details. Moving with your breath here, you might start to rebel, sending the hips left to right, just kind of veering off the railroad tracks. Waking up the hips. Creaky old floor, what's up? Creaky old floor has his own hashtag on Twitter now, I love it. It's the little things, right? Find the joy. And then after a little bit of movement here, you might curl the toes under and send the hips back. Not to child's pose yet, but just a nice stretch for the feet here. Notice if your shoulders are creeping up to the ears. Most of our shoulders do because they live here, so we're working to counter that by drawing the elbow creases forward and just creating space between the ears and the shoulders. Breathing deep, sending some love, focus, awareness to the soles of the feet. Great, and then come onto the tops of the feet and send it back, child's pose. Active arms here, so really reach the fingertips towards the front edge of the mat. Keep that awareness that you just garnered in the shoulders, so just notice if they're kind of clenching, creating tension there. See if you can draw them down and away. Big breath in. Big breath out, maybe forehead releases to the mat. Easing into our practice today. Then nice and slow, almost as if you're moving through water. Tug back on the palms a little bit here and lift your heart forward. We're gonna come all the way onto the belly. Take your time getting there, nice and slow. So we're gonna bring the feet together here, zip the legs up tight, and then palms are gonna come underneath the shoulder blades. Loop the shoulders, press down into the earth, pubic bone down towards your yoga mat, and then inhale baby cobra as you pull the elbows back and lift up. Exhale, release. Press the tops of the feet down. 2 more like that. Inhale, tuck the chin into the chest this time, roll it up. Careful not to crank here, take your time. And 1 more, inhale. On this one, you might flip the palms just to make sure you're not muscling through and really letting the muscles of the back body wake up. Gently, kindly, and then find a release. Cool, curl the toes under, lift the kneecaps, spike the heels, really reach the heels towards the back. Keep those elbows pulling back. Big inhale to press up. Big exhale, downward dog. Take a second here to pedal it out. Maybe take your dog for a little walk. Press away from your yoga mat. So if you're collapsing into your wrists, really find that hand to earth connection. Clawing with the fingertips. And then how is your breath? Continuing to wake up the feet, stretch the side body, shake the head a little yes and no if it feels right. And then we'll slowly take it for a walk all the way up towards the front of the mat. Take your time, negotiate your space, and eventually we'll meet forward fold, feet hip width apart, right at the top of your mat. Take your time getting there. When you arrive, find what feels good. Bend the knees generously, grab the elbows, rock gently side to side. Continue to deepen the breath and press into all 4 corners of the feet. And when you're ready, release the arms, root down through the feet, tuck your chin into your chest, and enjoy a nice slow roll up to mountain pose. And we rise up tall, pressing into the feet. So rooting strongly right away to the earth here, and then drawing energy up through the midline. So you can imagine this line from the base of the spine all the way up through the crown, rising up. If you're familiar with Mula Bandha, you might play with that here, just kind of engaging the muscles of the pelvic floor to find lift up through the front body. And then find a little balance by grounding through the back body, shoulder blades coming together. Big breaths here. And then when you're ready, inhale, soften through the knees and reach the fingertips up high. Big beach ball overhead here, so give yourself lots of space here to start. Again, rooting down through the feet as you rise up through the spine. Lift your heart, lift the crown of your head. And then again, give yourself lots of space. Inhale in. Exhale, bring the thumbs now to the center. Hook them right over your head. Wu-Tang up here again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, gentle tilt to the right. Go ahead and bump your left hip out all the way to the left side of your mat. Draw the right shoulder in, hug the lower ribs in, take 1 more breath. And then exhale gently through center. Inhale, think up and over as you send it to the left and bump the right hip out past the right edge of your mat. Draw the left shoulder in, inhale, lift the chin. And exhale, back to center. Awesome work. Break free, inhale, reach. And exhale, forward fold. Down you go, nice and slow. Great, on your next inhale, send it to a nice flat back position. So palms on the tops of the thighs, or palms on the tops of the shins, or fingertips on the mat. So we have lots of different variations to play with here. Big inhale to find length. Remember, the neck is a nice long extension of the spine here, so if it's clenching, looking forward, or maybe it's sagging, hanging low, see if you can soften your knees, find that containment in the torso, and create like a figure 7 shape in the body as you pull the elbows back, wherever you are. Then one more breath here. Inhale, inflate. And exhale, soften and bow. Careful not to grip in the toes. Inhale, reach for the sky, press into the earth, root to rise. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart, namaste. Inhale, reach for the sky. Hook the thumbs, exhale, tilt to the right. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, tilt to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, break free and rain it all the way down, forward fold. Awesome, inhale. Explore this halfway lift position. Awaken the spine. Your exhale takes you down. Move with your breath. Careful not to clench in the toes. Inhale, reach for the sky. Spread the fingertips. Root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Soft knees. Inhale, reach it up. Hook the thumbs. Exhale, take left hip to the left, tilt to the right. Inhale to center. Opposite side, long in the side body. Inhale to center, smile. Exhale, enjoy this move as you rain it down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, your version. Explore. And then exhale, soften and bow. Great. Fingertips are going to come on the mat here. I'm going to just gently walk the feet together, just a little bit closer. And then plant the palms, step the right toes back. Nice and rooted in the palms here, step the left toes back. So we're coming into top of a push-up, plank pose. Really strong here, waking up the body nice and slow. If you ever need to lower your knees, please do. We're really gonna give the wrists some love today, so careful not to collapse here. See if you can draw the shoulders down the back body. Keep that awareness that we've been talking about in the spine, crown to tail. Press away from your yoga mat. So if you have to lower your knees to do that, press away so that you're not putting all this undue pressure into your wrists. One more big breath here, you got it. Then on your exhale, send it back. Downward facing dog. Press into the fleshy part between the index finger and thumb. Hips up high, heart melts back. Great, then walk the 2 big toes together just to the center line. Anchor down through the left heel and inhale, lift the right leg up high. Keep the hips leveled, press away from your yoga mat, starting to work up a little bit of heat in the body from the inside out. Inhale in, exhale, nose to knee. Draw the navel up, round through the spine. And step it up, nice low lunge. Lower the back knee. And take your time getting into these shapes today. So we're not here to really come into the pose and then be in the pose. We're just moving in and out of shapes, which allows the body opportunity to open and strengthen. So take your time. Just kind of getting into the pose, there's really no point in that. So feel your way through, and if that means moving at a slower tempo than I am, please do. So back knee is lowered, front knee is over front ankle. Fingertips are light here, so note if you're just crashing into your fingertips here. Start to waken up through your center, your core. If it feels good, you might walk that left knee back just a hair, but only if it feels good. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Then with the back toes curled or the top of the foot rooted strong in the left foot there, we're gonna interlace the fingertips and slowly lift the heart, press up through that front leg. Lengthen the tailbone down here, draw the navel in. Uddiyana Bandha, also that Mula Bandha lifting up once again. Now you can stay here nice and tall, or you can begin to sink a little deeper, but as you sink, especially if you're flexible and really bendy, see if you can really tug back through the top of that right thigh bone, pull the right hip crease back so that you are not harming your lower back body, but finding strength and opening, right? So we just come here, there's just a lot of pressure, there's no engagement, there's no support, so find support. Couple more deep breaths here. And then connect to your foundation, hug the inner thighs to the midline, and reach the fingertips all the way up and overhead. Right hand grabs the left wrist here, and we squeeze the inner thighs to the midline, almost a scissoring effect. So we're drawing up from the pelvic floor, and we take the left fingertips up and over to the right. Big side body stretch. Lift your chin slightly, lift your heart, lengthen. Draw the shoulder blades together. Big breath in, you got this. Exhale, release. Great. Take the right hand to the arch of the right foot, so right to the side of the arch of the right foot. And then we're going to slowly spin the left toes towards the left side of the mat, right side of the mat, excuse me, and then open left fingertips up towards the sky. Whoa. If this is too much, you can be right elbow on the top of the right thigh. Finding opening through your arms here. If you're here, press the right arm into the right leg and squeeze the right leg into the right arm. Big breath. Inhale, maybe you dial your gaze, look up, and then exhale, rain it down. Nice and easy, we come into a lizard pose here, so bring the left toes back, opening the hips. You can walk your right toes out a little bit and breathe here, strong breaths. So opening and strengthening today, using the breath to move parts of the body that your poses, your shapes just simply cannot. So deep breaths. If you want to take it down a little further, you can come into the forearms here, interlace the fingers. And if you're already like going, raring to go today, you might curl the back toes under and find that lift for a little more heat, a little strengthening. So we have lots of different stages here to work with. Krama's different stages. Great. Then if the back knee is lifted, go ahead and lower it. Walk your right foot back to the center. Allow your hands to frame your right foot. And then we'll plant the palms, curl the back toes under, and return to that top of a push-up plank pose. Inhale, rock on the toes, front, back. The next time you're looking forward, hug the elbows into the side body and slowly lower all the way down, belly to the mat. Zip the legs up once again. Press into the earth. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to release. Curl the toes under. Come back to all fours or lift the knees, spike the heels, and inhale, come back to plank. So you have options. Big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. One more big breath in here. And exhale out through the mouth. Walk the big toes together. Anchor the right heel to the earth. And inhale, lift the left leg up high. Press away from your yoga mat. Level the hips. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Here we go. Connect to your power. Cultivate strength. Bend the left knee. Squeeze it up towards your nose. Hollow through the upper back body. Press away from your yoga mat. And then step it up. Awesome. Again, honor where you're at today. Take your time. Lower that back knee whenever you're ready. There's no rushing. Breathing into the muscles that are tight. Using the breath to stir and to move the energy or the Shakti in the body. Moving throughout all those meridians. Acknowledging that it's all connected, right? The mind and body. People are starting to catch on, I tell you. The mind and the body doing a tango. Front knee over front ankle here, so notice where you're at. And then again, notice if you are crashing onto your fingertips like I just was. See if you can begin to wake up your center, the middle, your core. Wow, there's a little moth in here. All right, with the back toes curled under or flipped, so yogi's choice, just find a connection, a root in the back. What's up? We have a no-kill policy here, don't worry. But wouldn't that be funny if I was teaching a yoga video and I was like, oh. Okay, you're like, I'm in crescent lunge. Interlace the fingertips, hug energy through the midline. So if you just kind of come into it really low, this is really pulling on some muscles in a not so good way, not great. So cultivate your energy, hug muscle to bone, and press all the way up. Find that stabilization, and then we can begin to play. So for this shape, it's tugging the left thigh bone back, left hip crease. Use a blanket to pillow the knee if you need to. You can also always double up on the mat. Return to the breath. Keep making that terrible joke. Hug the lower ribs in. You might just stay here. Or we'll reach the fingertips forward, up and back. Remember that big beach ball overhead. Find Uddiyana Bandha here, so draw the navel inward and upward. Then left fingertips, grab the right wrist, think up and over, keep your heart lifted as you send it gently to the left. Big side body stretch here, strengthening, lifting up through the plumb line. Inhale, lift the chin slightly, think upward facing dog in the torso. And then exhale back to center. Awesome. So left elbow is going to come to the top of the left thigh here, or left palm in line with the arch of the left foot. Gently spin your right toes to the left side of your yoga mat now. Big stretch here, big opening. So stay connected through your center as you open right fingertips up towards the sky. If you have a block, sometimes it's nice to bring the earth up to you too. Your body will tell you what it needs. You just need to listen. Big breaths here, you got it. Again, we can also be here, exploring. Lengthen tailbone down, so if the pelvis is poking out, see if you can find your alignment again. Head in line with the heart, in line with the pelvis or the tailbone. One more big breath here, you got it. And then rain your right fingertips down. One of my best friends just named her baby Rain, so every time I say that, I kind of get a little tickled. So right toes are going to come back. We come into our lizard pose, or lizard variation. It's going to feel different for everyone, so it should look different for everyone too. So if yours doesn't look like mine, stay present in your body. So you might be here, walking the left foot out a little bit, maybe turning the left toes out a hair. Or you might come onto the forearms. Send your gaze down or slightly ahead. Draw the shoulders away from the ears wherever you are. And if you like, you want a little more heat, you can curl the back toes under and lift. If you're lifting that back leg, really reach the heel towards the back edge of the mat and try to press into your pinky toe as well, so it's not dialing in, but really strong again. That attention to detail. So big opening here, big strength is required. Draw the navel in. You're doing awesome. Take 2 more breaths. Beautiful. If the back knee is lifted, go ahead and lower it. And slowly we'll come out, pressing into the palms. We'll walk in that left foot back into the center, framing the left foot. And then we have a little vinyasa coming up here. So press into the palms, lift the back knee if you like, step it back, plank. And then lower, belly to cobra like we did before. Or this time, moving your gaze forward, coming onto the tippy toes, and moving chaturanga to upward facing dog. Big breath in cobra or up dog. And then big breath out as you send the hips up high and back, down dog. Inhale, lots of love in. Exhale, lots of love out. Bend the knees generously. Inhale, look forward. On an exhale, hop, jump, or step to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Find that flat back position. Lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale, soften and bow. Root to rise, stretch through the fingertips. Inhale, reach for the sky, big stretch here. And exhale, hands to heart, namaste. Soft knees. Inhale, reach for the sky. Hook the thumbs, Wu-Tang. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, send it to the right. You know what I want to say here, right, Wu-Tang fans? I know you know. Can't say it on this show. Not today. Inhale, lift the heart. Hope you went to both sides. Rain it down, forward fold. So have a little fun here. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Yoga is not so serious. It should be fun, an exploration, celebration of your body. Plant the palms, step the right toes back, followed by the left. Last one, so last vinyasa here, you can skip it, send it straight to down dog, or move belly to cobra, or chaturanga to upward facing dog. Just stirring up the energy, making sure all the juices are flowing. We'll meet in downward facing dog. We'll drop the left heel and inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, nose to knee. And step it up. Nice warrior one as you pivot on the back foot and tuck the chin into the chest. Maybe roll up into this warrior one so you keep nice strong legs. Now really press through the knife edge of that back foot. Keep the left inner thigh engaged. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Then exhale, taking that side body stretch again. Grab the left wrist up and over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, warrior two. And we're gonna pause here and connect to the breath. Pull the pinkies back. Find a nice wide stance. Inhale in deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale in deeply. Stick with it. Exhale completely. Great, and then nothing fancy here. We're just gonna reach the right fingertips up. Find a big stretch here. Straighten through that right leg. And then bend the right knee and send it all the way back down. Beautiful. Plant the palms, step it back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Drop the right heel, inhale, lift the left leg up high. Exhale, nose to knee. We're almost there, so stick with it. Stay focused. Step it up. Make your way to warrior one. So you pivot on the back foot, front knee over front ankle, and we roll it up. Strong legs. Pull the left hip crease back. Lengthen tailbone down. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, side body stretch to the left. Hug the inner thighs to the midline. Doesn't have to be a big move, right? Sensation over shape. Great. And then we open up warrior two. Should feel good. Now the body might be kind of trembling here, waking up. That's the energy moving. That's what we want. We don't want to be stagnant. We want to be alive and well. So take a couple of solid breaths here. You might quietly say the mantra to yourself, I am strong, or I am supported here as you inhale in deeply. And exhale completely. Press into the outer edge of that back foot. Find stability. Cultivate strength. And then see if you can marry a little bit of softness, a little ease with the effort. One more big breath here. Great, and then nothing fancy, nice and slow. Reach the left fingertips up, straighten through the left leg, big stretch here. And then soften through the left knee and rain it down. Plant the palms. One last downward dog, you got this. Hips up high, heart melts back. Stay here for 3 breaths. And slowly lower to the knees. We'll send it back, child's pose. Fingertips swim around and back towards the toes. Take a rest. Listen to the sound of your breath. Allow the shoulders to grow heavy. Breathe into your belly. And then just find a little softness in the fingertips here. Soften your forehead. Maybe part the lips a little. You might take notice of any sounds outside where you are, or maybe inside where you are. Any children or pets crawling around, or just the birds outside. Take a moment here to honor and acknowledge and appreciate yourself for rolling out the mat today, for showing up. Then press into the tops of the feet so that your calves kind of activate. They do a little jump here and engage. And slowly we'll roll up, tucking the chin into the chest. Use your fingertips to protect the knees, the joints, and slowly slide onto your side. Say that 5 times fast. Slide onto your side. Send the legs out nice and long. So go ahead and remove the fleshy part. Move the fleshy part of the buttocks to the side if it feels good, just so you have a nice place to root down. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. Fingertips are going to reach up and overhead. Then think up and over as if you're holding that big beach ball and taking it over to pass. to an imaginary friend. Paschimottanasana, softening through the knees, or deep bend in the knees, whatever feels good. Eventually we round the head down, chin to chest. So see if you can keep a little awareness in the shoulders here, my friends. And you can work to straighten the legs, allowing the hands to rest wherever they gently do. So if you're not ready to clasp the heels or the feet, then, right? What's the mantra? Be here now. Be in the moment. Accept where you are today and breathe deep. I feel like that is actually way more valuable than coming into any sort of pose or shape, mastering any asana. Take one more super loving breath here. You got it. And then slowly release. We'll come to lie flat on the back. Taking your time, getting there. So knees are going to come up to the sky here, and we're going to walk the heels up towards the hips for a bridge pose, palms pressing into the earth, or you can grab the outer edge of your mat. Go ahead and snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your heart space just a little, and then squeeze the inner thighs together. So imagine maybe a block here in between the inner thighs. Press into all four corners of the feet, just like you did in mountain pose. And when you're ready, slowly lifting the hips up. Imagine sending your sitting bones towards the backs of the knees, forward rather than up. And then if you want, you can interlace the fingertips behind the tail. Breathe into your sweet belly. I like to think of my belly as a Buddha belly in this posture. So keep your gaze straight up and breathe into your Buddha belly. Lift your chest towards your chin, and then lift your chin towards the sky. Should feel really great in the neck. Chest to the chin, and chin towards the sky. Then slowly release the fingertips, plant the palms back on the earth, and release back down, nice and slow. When the hips and the bum land, press off the toes, give yourself a great big bear hug. Now we have options here. We're going to head into Shavasana, or you might rock and roll up to a seated meditation pose if you want to spend a couple quiet moments sitting in Sukhasana. I'll guide us into Shavasana, but the corpse pose, but know that this might be a great practice to lead you to a couple moments of quiet meditation in a cross-legged position. I think of everything, right? Extend the legs out long if you're headed to Shavasana. If you're rocking and rolling up to seated, namaste, we love you, I love you, thanks for sharing your practice. Take the arms out, maybe snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the heart space if you're headed into corpse pose. And then wherever you are, literally wherever you are practicing this, around the globe, let's take a big collective group breath in. Here we go, big inhale in through the nose. And big exhale out through the mouth. Close your eyes and allow the body to relax. Allow the breath to soften and return to its natural rhythm, its natural flow. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me and the Yoga with Adriene community. I encourage you to take the mantra, find what feels good off your mat. And I hope you have an awesome day. Take good care. Namaste.